Welcome along to the third Team of the Week episode following the immense and hugely tight and exciting action from round 3 of the Global Rugby Challenge. That is the subscriber series where you are all involved out there on the field. This is the cream of the crop, the top 15 from the week, as well as a few extra little stats for all you transporters out there loving the numbers and the figures. So let's dig straight into it. And first off, a suggestion from the round 2 team of the week was a little bit of extra statistics going into this round, wanting to see the top meters gained from the competition so far. An interesting stat credits often not the try scorers but the try creators. So far though in the competition, the stats don't exactly tell us that full story. So let's have a look at the top 12 or so I've got here, up to around the 90 meter mark and up. We'll start off at the top, and it is Jonathan Craning, the man who has been storming this competition over the last week, leads the way once again, only by a whisker though. 195 metres Jonathan has made over the 3 matches, although he hasn't played in all 3. Over the matches he's played in so far, leads the top of the metres gained though. It is right behind him, just 1 metre further back is Logan Banks. 194 metres gained on his list as well. You should be able to see the full list here as we go through them as well. Lou Jones sits third on the tally with 165. Benji Cook in fourth, 154. Owen Richards sits behind them with 151, just a couple of metres back. And then we have Ruby Floyd. He scored a lot of tries, but his metre gain is only way down in 6th position. So that's Ruby Floyd with 146 metres. Possibly one of the best players over the opening rounds of the competition. Elliot Malpass is there as well, 143 metres. Henry Smith has played a couple of positions in the backline for his side so far. He racked up 118 metres so far. Sam Thomas comes in with 106, and then we go into the others just under the 100 mark. Tip top with 94. Morgan Orche with 93, and Kieran Jones rounds out the top list of metres gained with 90 metres from his time out there on the paddock so far. Of course, we'll try to keep track of those statistics as we go week by week, and of course, as was mentioned in round 1, we wanted to see the top point scorers and the top try scorers. So let's have a quick look at the top few, the top cream, if you like, of the point scorers, and who else but Jonathan Craning leads the way once again with 28 points. Take that in, 28 points he scored, Jonathan, and it is all down single-handedly to round 3. We had a 19-point haul. A huge take from that match, a couple of tries, conversions and penalty to go with it as well. That added on to his 9 points he got in the opening round as well. He leads the way on 28. David Sloan, just 1 appearance from him so far, and he sits in second on 18. Douglas Eddington behind them on 16. Ruby Floyd, the try-scoring machine, is back there on 15. And then we have the try-scorers sitting on 10. We have 5 of them so far. Pierre Valentine, Logan Priest, Will Rogers, Lou Jones, and Benji Cook, who has got some kicks to go with his 1 try so far, all on 10 points. We've also had some newcomers to the points and try scorers, the likes of Tony Cesaro, Tom Harris, as well, adding their names to the list in round 3. We go on from there to the try scorers from the opening 3 rounds, and we'll have a look at those who've scored more than 1, because the list of 1 try scorers is getting quite long now. So here is the best of the best. Up the top, once again, Ruby Floyd and Jonathan Craning lead the way with 3 tries each. The others on 2 tries, David Sloan, Logan Priest, Will Rogers, and Pierre Valentine. Then following those players, we have a whole host on one try who hopefully over the next couple of weeks will get themselves into the double figures and will start to get a nice little list growing up again. The newcomers on the bottom making the list quite long now, and we'll go from there. The try scorers from the first 3 rounds, and we'll have a look at why you're all here. The big one, the top 15 players coming in, team of the week. For round 3, let's kick things off here in the front row, and we'll have those 3 front row players rolling in right now, and we will have an interesting selection as well. 3 players from 3 teams: Owen Fagan, Sam Halliday, and Benjamin Grayson. So, Owen Fagan on the loose head side from the Guardians of the Crib had an extraordinary match, stand out from the front row, and his partners in the front row weren't bad either, but I think just quite didn't live up to the level of all 3 of these players who took the front row positions. In the middle, Sam Halliday, exceptional match for the Cornflakers as well. He was all around the field, great running game from Halliday. And of course, on the tight head side, Benjamin Grayson from the All Flakes, a great match from him. He's very versatile, plays all around the field, and has some barnstorming runs as well for the All Flakes. We move into the second row, and we have 2 players who both played on the loose head side in the second row, but they will accompany each other in the second row for the team of the week, as they were absolute standouts. It would be a crime to leave one of these 2 out. So we'll have Brent Hartley, who will start on one side, and Elliot Malpass. What a machine Elliot Malpass is. He has been absolutely extraordinary for the Flakers over the opening rounds of this tournament, and has appeared in this team of the week more than one occasion already so far. Brent Hartley accompanies him from the All Flakes. Good performance in the second row. Another versatile forward who's really showing his worth for the All Flakes. Into the back row now, and on the blind side we will have Marshall Hannah, his second appearance in the team of the week, and you could put this down to simply one reason, and that was a try that he assisted from the kickoff. Just after the Waratahs scored against the All Flakes, Marshall Hannah flew high, very high, claimed the ball, broke the line, and then overlapped the fullback out to his winger, who dotted down for an extraordinary try. Something that has been tried many a times, but never pulled off with such fluidity that we saw from Marshall Hannah. He deserves a spot. Rest of the game wasn't bad either from the blindside flanker. On the open side, we have a man in his first appearance in Team of the Week. That is Jim Aligino. Now, he was extraordinary around the field for the Flakers, had a big impact for the team in the back row. He was everywhere involved. He had turnovers, big barnstorming runs. You cannot criticise his performance. A big step up from his game at number 8 in his last appearance. Rounding out the forwards, we will have Dylan Davies. Now, this was one of the ones I really had to toss up between Dylan Davies and the other players at number 8. I think the other one I was going to call there would have had to have gone to Liam Robinson, who was pretty good himself. It was a toss-up between the 2, but in the end, I had to go with Dylan Davies simply for one reason, a bit like the Marshall Hannah call here, the try-saving tackle for the Guardians of the Crib against Toulon. Single-handedly, he picked up the attacker and drove him over the sideline, securing the win for the Guardians. That just tipped the scales for me. That final little play that could have decided that matchup, effectively securing them the win. That was a big call, a big game-changing moment right there from Dylan Davies. Right, on to the back line, and there's plenty of talk to go on about this back line. Starting at scrum half with a number 9 jumper will be George Thomas from the Cornflakers. Now, he was exceptional. Now, we've got some really good scrum halves in these teams, but I think Thomas was phenomenal. His speed to the breakdown, he didn't miss a single breakdown hardly in that match, but even more than that was the speed of his delivery and pass was absolutely lightning. I've seen nothing at that speed before. It was just supreme, and his backline just got so much more time. maybe it was down to the defence not hassling him around the ruck, but either way, you take your chances. He looked fantastic. As a result, the Flakers backline outside him looked just as good, and that rolls on perfectly into our number 10, who has to go to no question and player of the week as well. Another idea from you guys. Thanks for all the ideas. It is a great addition, but player of the week and our number 10 for the team of the week will go to Jonathan Craneen. No question about this whatsoever. Call it maybe that he got the exceptional service from George Thomas and that he was against a team that's struggling like Clermont, but he made them pay. 2 tries, conversions and penalties as well. 19-point haul. You can't ask for anything else. He was just that good. He directed his team around completely and was just exceptional throughout the match. While we're here on the number 10s as well, we'll send out our commiserations to McAllister, who got that horrible injury in the opening of the match. You know, Hamish McAllister, first touch, first tackle of the game, and an injury that sees him out for at least 2 rounds. A big blow, not just for the player, but for the team as well. For the Guardians to be without Hamish McAllister, but we will get him back in the team. As soon as he is fit, he will return to the Guardians side. Moving on outside, Craneen will be the centre pairing. Now this was a tough one to pick here. I've gone for the inside centre will be Shane O'Sullivan. Now, the inside centres didn't really excel in this match too much, and as well the outside centres that had more of a game of it, but I've gone here with Shane O'Sullivan purely because he lost his number 10 very early in the match, of course, as we just mentioned, first tackle, and he was out. He took over the game, directed play, took a bit more responsibility, of course had the kicking duties as well, which was a big part of the Guardians' win. He'll start at 12, but it's on the outside centre that the real decision-making come into play. I've gone with Tony Cesaro. Now this was a tough call between him and Ruby Floyd, who got the try as well, but I think Ruby Floyd made a few more mistakes in that match's second game, and Cesaro was solid as a rock, made numerous line breaks as well. That tipped him just to get the call for this match for Cesaro and the team of the week. We move out to the wings, and we have one from the All Blacks. That will be Logan Banks on the left side, and Tom Harris from the Flakers on the right. Now, Tom Harris, if we remember the last match of round 3, exceptional speed to absolutely blitz past some very fast defenders to score his try. Logan Banks, consistent as ever, very fast and skillful on the left side as well. Got himself that all-important try, which is a big part as well to get the tries. That's why the wingers are there, to score the points. Then we go to the back, and it is one man from the All Flakes who has to take this number 15 jumper. Benji Cook. He takes my number 15 jumper. His defense was brilliant. He held his line very well, made some try-saving tackles, injected himself into the line as well, which is something we don't see a huge amount of, but generally his defensive play, protection at the back, was right at the top-notch stuff from the fullback from the All Flakes. So there you go, guys. There is your team of the week for round number 3. Always difficult to make these calls, and your comments and suggestions at who performed the best is always very helpful to making these decisions. But with that underway, that done and dusted, very much big congratulations to all the players involved in round 3 team of the week. We'll be back again after round 4 to do it all again. We have plenty of big matches coming up, and we'll hope to aim to get them underway in the next couple of days and really dig into the series, which is going absolutely great guns. Your comments and ideas and just the general banter around the series is absolutely brilliant. It is a great fun series to be making for you guys, and I'm enjoying it very much. So hopefully long may it continue. We'll get into some more nitty-gritties, and hopefully we'll start to get some of these crossover matches between the subscriber sides, which will be very exciting stuff indeed. So that is my time done and dusted for today. The top 15 team of the week, as well as the point scorers, try scorers, and the meters gained. Player of the Week as well. Any other ideas you'd like to see in this Team of the Week video, let me know in the comments as well. But for now, that is me done and dusted. Thanks for tuning and watching. Hope you're enjoying this series. Hit that thumbs up if you are and you agree with my Team of the Week. And of course, I'll see you all next time, wherever we may end up. Until then, thanks for watching and take care.